Hello to all and welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is the week of September 12th of 2022 collective spiritual advice reading. So I decided to start out with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck and I by Colette Baron Reed, and to lay a circle spread so we can kind of get a base energy of what is surrounding us at this time, right? Spirit's advice here in this reading is always to guide us into a higher, better path. And many of the collective now are looking at new directions, contemplating the manifestation of new memories. I wanted to just quick go over the 3-card spread and then we'll get into the circle spread. So we do have many of the collective who are starting to feel like you have discovered that light at the end of the tunnel, right? You have received that follow-up phone call or email after a job interview. There are some who are realizing with the aha moment of the rainbow here that you can finally move forward in a way with the milk and honey energy where you're feeling stable and secure. Now, there are some who are feeling a bit conflicted with the chaos and conflict card. But Spirit, with this beautiful number 33 here, is saying we have guided you through one path for whatever lesson needed to be learned. And now the collective is being guided into the direction of another blessed path. So there's a message here to come out of that inner chaos and conflict and just trust that as you connect with like-minded people, which has been a big message in this year of 2022, so too will you start to recognize your tribe, your peeps, who you're going to create new memories with. So there's a lot about balance. We've talked a lot about balance for the collective, and it's been very popular in personal readings. The To Be Fair card is about the realization of what I learned and the fact that Spirit is helping me to now rise above from feeling orphaned. Okay, the orphaned card is about feeling sad or alone, but this journey isn't about receiving what we need from those around us. It's about discovering the path from within us, right? So look at, they have this beautiful flexible card. Spirit saying the seeds that the collective plants at this time is eventually going to open up a new path. And of course, during this process, there will be doorways that close. Old people, places, circumstances, situations, or environments that are no longer for the collective, right? Spirit's bringing in gifts, whatever it is you're working towards. So they're also helping, they're saying, during this week, for this energy of mending. Spirit's helping the collective to get beyond obstacles and challenges by moving into a new direction, knowing that whatever you are creating, so too will you go through this process of healing. So Spirit's really been trying to bring energies of peace to the collective, and now they're going to bring these aha moments like I talked about with the rainbow. For those who had the yin energy of feeling as though your cup was empty, here comes the yang energy from Spirit. So there are offers, opportunities, and blessings coming in for the collective who are choosing to clean it up, right? To clean up what was, who was, thoughts that were negative, to get excited about the path ahead. So, are you sitting in this here and now? That is a temporary energy. It's about reflecting on the past and the future, but not getting caught up in feeling as though your cup is empty, because it's time for new opportunities. So some have received a message that they realize was meant to be, with the serendipity card and the 4-leaf clover. There is some form of communication with the message in a bottle energy where there's a realization of the right person, place, circumstance, or direction. So we're going to start to feel like we can breathe as we co-create with another or others. We've got the soulmate card in the center of this circle spread. So things are going to get interesting this week. All right, so by the end of the week, going into the weekend, again, we still have some who are researching the past and haven't discovered the lessons, right? So if you're focused on why this or that happened, Spirit's saying get ready for a change in the wind. Okay, so we're in a Mercury retrograde here. I think it was September 9th that it started, going into the first week or so of October of 2022. But regardless, this is a time as we stand at this fork in the road to think about this new life. Okay, Spirit is helping to manifest endings. And so the collective may feel a little bit like, which path should I choose? Which direction should I go? And that's been a popular energy in a few different decks, both collectively and personally. So we have Spirit saying, whether you're with someone or you're connecting with new people this week, trust with the blessed card and the loyal heart, that someone is someone that can be trusted, that you can put your loyal heart into what it is you're creating, the information you're receiving this week, because Spirit's trying to tell you that you have been blessed. Maybe you'll feel blessed. Okay, so moving forward with the by the book energy into the direction of the happy card. So Spirit's saying, with the by the book energy, every journey takes one step at a time, right? But it's about enjoying the journey as you start to unlock your happiness. So this egg represents someone's goals, intentions, plans, communications, and eventually there's this realization that Spirit has offered this key to unlock what you've been manifesting. Look at creating a solid foundation with the building blocks energy, so that one can go away from unhealthy patterns, behaviors, cycles, or people that left them feeling like this. There's a never-ending story, and Spirit's saying, remain poised. Put your loyal heart into those who you know you deserve, or who deserve you. I don't know if I'm saying that in the same way, but that's how I was told to say it. See, there's a very spiritual transformation taking place, and I'm seeing this a lot for the collective. And this is in the emotional aspects position down here. So there's a rebirth when it comes to one's emotions. There is a realization for many that all that glittered was not gold, right? Once you took off that mask and blew away all that gold, for some, there's a realization that what you wanted isn't the direction Spirit's trying to guide you. So we'll get into this, and then we'll talk about the astrological signs or elements whereby Spirit is trying to really communicate with here. So we do have the soulmate card. This is a time to give thanks to Spirit if you are in a soul connection, and to then focus on, your creativity. What's next in your life? There are new chapters starting in this beautiful numerological number 6 year of 2022. Soul connections, genuine connections are going to be the direction Spirit's trying to guide the collective towards at this time, not towards old emotionally destructive situations or relationships. So in the thoughts position during this week, we have the to the sea energy and the number 7. So the number 7 is the realization that as you put time and effort into something, as you pray to Spirit, eventually Spirit's going to blow the wind in the waves of yourself in your journey into the direction of triumph. So yes, you are in connection with a soulmate. Some of you know this, and now it's time to think about what's next, right? An old path is falling away emotionally, and it's time to, I keep hearing, create new memories. So in the relationship sector, again, there is a message here about cleaning things up, doing the work in relation to another or others here. Knowing that what you are creating in the creative aspects position down here is bringing you into the direction of something new. So there's kind of this realization here this week for some that, wow, I really enjoyed the journey I was on, but now I'm coming to the edge and I'm looking at the manifestation of my next creative direction. What do I want to put my creative effort into? So in the actions position, it's by the weekend, I feel, where there is this energy of Spirit giving you a leg up. Someone here is contemplating their foundation, a new direction, and now is recognizing through your actions that Spirit is guiding you into a beautiful foundation. One that is going to help the collective with the regeneration card, let go of old emotions, go through a rebirth of I learned all this in this difficult path. If the path wasn't difficult, I wouldn't have remembered. I wouldn't have learned. I wouldn't have recognized that all that glitters is not gold. But Spirit sees now that I'm ready for someone or something better. So there's this leg up energy going into the direction of a soulmate, and Spirit saying, if you haven't met your soulmate, Spirit is hearing your prayers when the TikTok energy shows up. So this is Spirit telling the collective, look, we are giving you the strength to hang in there and wait for divine timing, because eventually we're going to give you a leg up into the direction of a soulmate. Now, a soulmate could be someone who runs a business, works at a business. This could be someone who's a friend, and things are coming back together or are growing and evolving. But I'm really feeling this is more about home and family and business. So day to day, we have this Treasure Island card. This is the realization that Spirit is bringing on this magical tortoise's back, this treasure. But some here are thinking, is this person a treasure? When is this going to take place? And Spirit saying, what have you learned? Wait and trust in prayer. That divine timing will help you to clean up the area of relationships and now move into the direction of something better because you have transformed emotionally. All right, so let's have a little fun and bring in the Game of Thrones tarot deck. I like to confirm and clarify with the tarot deck because it helps me sometimes to pinpoint certain astrological signs and or elements of who by which Spirit is asking for me to translate for the collective for the week of September 12th of 2022. Yeah, so there have been a lot of people with the Nine of Swords energy who have been unable to sleep at night because they are unsure, is this my soulmate? Okay.
I feel like by the end of the year,
hold on one second. Wow, that's crazy. Hold on, I have something happening.
Energy of a wonderful and loving family, a happily ever after, great happiness and emotional fulfillment.
Hold on.
You will realize this definitely in front of you on the horizon. Harmony with those you love will be assured. So by offering forgiveness and understanding and kindness to those around you, in the end, you are going to be rewarded with unconditional love.
Wow. One moment. Okay. So Mercury retrograde is in its element right now. Lots of strange things are going to happen in the area of electronics, computer. You may still hear something running in the background, but I'm trying to edit a personal reading. And it came into here, which is almost like an unexpected message that the collective needed to hear as well. So I'm going to just try to let that one finish up. It's almost done. And I'm going to continue with this. So we were talking about the trusting in prayer, right? That as you wait, so too will you get to the truth of a situation. Okay, so there are some that can't sleep at night with the Nine of Swords energies because of a soulmate connection or someone that they are hoping truly is. Waiting and trusting in prayer that Spirit will guide you into the right direction, into the direction of some form of communication here where you can acknowledge the truth. Do I step into this new doorway? Do I go into this new path or direction? Is this a soul connection I was meant to make at this time? Okay, so we do have some that have this Knight of Spears or Wands coming and going and coming and going, having a good time, and then stealing your peace of mind a little bit. So that's what this chop the wood. Chop, chop. This person needs to go. Communication needs to be spoken. If you are the one that can't sleep at night, why put yourself through that, right? So in the creative aspects position, we have the Nine of Cups energy. So we have, I am coming to the edge and I am looking at a new path ahead. I'm recognizing creatively that my wishes are coming true with the Nine of Cups. So creativity is where it's at. Maybe just telling someone you need some time, maintaining your boundaries while you working on your creativity, what you're creating for yourself, because that's what this good news is going to be about. So there's a process of how quickly will this good news come? Will it come this week? Well, if something negative is here, it's going to darken your aura and it's going to repel the beautiful energies from coming in. So this is really coming to the edge and creating a path of success for yourself, not giving up and trusting that Spirit's giving you the strength of the TikTok card to trust in divine timing. Yeah, so see, in the actions position, this is not so much a week of action when it comes to things or people outside of yourself. I think this is needing to make a decision about who needs to go so that you can go into the path of success, or what needs to go. Okay, so I had a tower moment during this Mercury retrograde, and I was trying to decide on whether or not to keep the camper, because it's 20 some years old and we've been looking at new ones, but it was hard to let go because of the memories. And then we had a lightning strike that blew out the furnace, the air conditioning. Yeah. So it's time. And so there's kind of this realization for me with the regeneration card that, wow, what was, and now I'm growing from what used to be. I'm going through this emotional rebirth. And we do have the magician energy. So I feel right now the collective has this beautiful major arcana energy where Spirit is helping you to manifest a new you. However that may apply. I'm going through a rebirth and I am growing from, and in some cases, someone who is playing tricks with the magician energy. I have learned from that difficult situation. I spoke my truth. And I cleaned up the relationship sector. Now I'm focusing on coming forward into the direction of new soulmates, like-minded people, so that I can come out of this state of indecision and trust that Spirit's going to bring me this beautiful treasure. So subconsciously, we're going back to who's coming and going, what or who do you need to communicate your truth with? Because justice will turn in the favor of those who let go of all that glittered was not gold. Someone came and went, but kept you up at night worrying about a situation. And that is not love, or that is not success, right? If what you're waiting for isn't coming this week, trust that Spirit's guiding you towards something better. So, justice is going to turn in your favor regardless because of the major arcana, justice here. So an imbalance may be that you thought someone or something was better than it was, and Spirit saying trust again in divine timing. We're working on your behalf. Now, justice could be someone in the subconscious position thinking about marriage, commitment, or partnership with someone that kind of comes and goes, but who keeps you up at night with the Nine of Swords. So this indecision, if you are indecisive about what action steps to take, write down the lessons you have learned. Clean up the relationship sector, whether it's professional or personal, and trust that eventually what you are creating is going to be a wish come true. So let's talk about the treasure in the day-to-day aspects position. Four of Coins. So this is the manifestation of a beautiful foundation in the area of money or things of the material. So give thanks to Spirit for every little thing that comes your way at this time, because Spirit's helping you to make a wish come true when it comes to your own personal foundation. If somebody rocks that foundation, they gotta go, right? It's time to kind of sidestep them and go into the direction of what it is that would make you feel stable and secure and joyful and happy. Because Spirit's saying, we're here. Two of Cups. So Spirit's giving the collective the strength to sidestep someone who is not a soulmate, is not the right connection, direction, circumstance, situation, and trust in divine timing, that there will be a soul connection that just feels right. So if something doesn't work out, this is trusting that the treasure of a beneficial person, place, circumstance, commitment, partnership, contract is indeed on its way. But you got to free yourself from the negative here, right? It's time to make a decision and trust that Spirit's giving you a leg up to go into the direction of something better, where balance will return and abundance will bring you a new path, a wish come true in the form of a new chapter. And I've seen that book card a lot as well. So, for confirmation, clarification, and some last spiritual advice here, I'm going to pull some cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck by Stacy DeMarco. So please confirm and clarify. Please provide additional spiritual messages for the collective for the week of September 12th of 2022. Pleasure. So there's a soulmate, there's pleasure. These things are what Spirit is trying to bring to you. So whatever's been keeping you up at night, the 9 is the end of a journey, the end of the worries, the fears, the concerns, feeling trapped or stuck, unsure about communication. And in the thoughts position, remember, this journey is about loving yourself first. It is the love of self with this number 6 here that is going to bring us all into a more successful and pleasurable direction. So if you're conflicted about a situation, now's the time to speak your truth and trust in prayer. In the relationship sector, we have discernment, go figure. So we have the number 10. Should I manifest with someone who comes and goes rather quickly? I've done the work, so I will wait for an exciting offer to come if it has to do with the area of career, finance, or creativity. Spirit's giving the collective the strength to discern all relationships, but to love oneself first by focusing on something that brings you pleasure day to day, because there is some form of creative growth taking place, or now is the time. Now's the time to think about, what were you sent to this earth to do? What is it you've always wanted to do or learn about? For there is a process of growth in a new direction, a path of success here that will make your wishes come true creatively. So as you grow creatively and do what brings you pleasure, there's this energy of self-love and strength. I've been seeing the strength card a lot to discern the relations around you this week. Pardon me. So in the actions position, we have attraction. I am feeling stable and secure and content and joy and pleasurable, and I feel a strong love of myself. So by the weekend, I'm going to be giving off this bright, beautiful aura, right? People are going to find me very attractive, which will bring me out of this energy of indecision, where I can start to recognize that Spirit has indeed given me a leg up into the direction of a more pleasurable foundation in my life, a pleasurable existence. So they are talking about creativity in the emotional aspects position. So again, what we are creating at this time, so too will we be going through a rebirth, letting go of people who may be playing tricks or are manipulative, and using the magician energy to manifest. Creativity will bring the collective through a rebirth. So subconsciously, it's about shifting your focus into the direction of a beautiful foundation. If one foundation or direction doesn't work for you, trust that Spirit's got your back with the Justice card. If you are looking for a better commitment, that's what Spirit's trying to bring. See, with the Two of Cups in the inner strengths position, this is just about having the strength to trust in divine timing. Focus, focus, focus on what brings you pleasure as you discern those around you. For some are going to look at a person, place, circumstance, situation and recognize that it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be, at least in your thoughts. But day to day, Spirit's saying, recognize that you have free will here, that your free will and your creativity is going to bring you into the direction of a beautiful foundation. And with the Four of Coins energy, this is about trusting that the right things are transpiring because you put the time and effort in when it comes to your free will. So there's a treasure showing up here, which will create an ending, because we've got the number 36 when it comes to a new path, which is 3 + 6 is 9, the final part of a journey, and a treasure offer opportunity coming in. That is also a number 9. Endings are taking place so the collective can move forward with that pleasurable energy, that attractive energy, so Spirit can bring this. Oh my. This is the time. Okay, so we have Spirit in the inner strength position again, saying, we're giving you the strength to trust in prayer and understand that Spirit is listening when the TikTok card shows up. That divine timing is taking place this week. And by the weekend, some of you may connect with a soulmate connection romantically that feels right, or by the end of the week you're recognizing that what you're doing and the people you're connecting with, even like-minded people taking classes or connecting or watching people on YouTube, what brings you pleasure is not only bringing self-love, but it's making this beautiful bright aura transpire for the collective. And what happens then is that beautiful aura is like a beacon to Spirit to send something unexpected your way. So Spirit's saying there's unexpected, the unexpected is coming your way, and it's going to show up in a divinely timed way, in a perfect way. So come out of indecision and trust that Spirit's guiding you into a higher, better path. Shift your focus from trying to discern what something is. Clean up your thoughts and focus on the right connections, because unstable connections that aren't the right ones are just not going to satisfy at this time. So trust yourself that there will be something better right around the corner. Okay, so I'm going to close this week's reading with a message from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Remember, when you listen to the video, write down what it is you are hearing, and at the end of the video, ask yourself, why did I write this down? How does what I wrote down pertain to me at this point in my life? And what have I learned about myself because of what I wrote down? How is justice now turning in my favor because I'm shifting my focus to creating a beautiful foundation, trusting that Spirit's going to send in an unexpected soul connection? So the Nine of Thought, that's exactly what we started out here with the Nine of Swords, right in the center of the reading at the beginning of the week. For some of the collective, stop being so hard on yourself is the spiritual message, and turn your thoughts towards the positive. Like I said, how you think about things is how you will create your journey. So in other words, if you're feeling stuck or trapped in a situation, you're going to remain there. But Spirit's saying we're giving the collective the strength to go away from discerning what someone or something is, and to continue to trust in this process of successful growth, that you can make a pleasurable, successful journey transpire, and this will be the week for it to come. But you got to free your mind. Think about the positive. There is absolutely, the card says, no need to worry, exclamation mark. For anticipating the worst, just like I said, is not helpful. Know that heaven will provide this unexpected, divinely timed solution. So if you're experiencing sleepless nights and or anxiety over a challenge in your life, release the problem to your angels, because they're listening. Okay, we have the Two of Thought, just like we had down here, closer to mid to end of the week. And this card says, your angels have noticed that you're not moving forward, right? Some are staying stuck. You have multiple options, or you can open yourself to those options that you could review this week. And some may not feel like they're able to choose. Ask your angels for signs as to which direction to take, or just listen to your own inner voice. For deep down, you will know what to do. So the final card bringing you into the unexpected is the Ten of Cups, another very popular card for personal readings especially. This is like a happily ever after energy, and the card says, life is blessing you with a wonderful and loving family. And that could be friends, that could be like-minded people via a class, connecting with others in some way. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon, right? There's going to be something unexpected closer to the weekend or during the weekend where harmony returns. So by offering forgiveness and understanding and kindness to others, those are the ones who will be rewarded with unconditional love and support. Hang in there. because this is what's coming, and it's beautiful. It's unexpected, but it will be divinely timed. All right, so should these messages have resonated for you, or you would just like your own personal energy read, feel free to write me for a personal reading via my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. I offer 4 1/2-hour video readings, and they are a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, or yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. I am still offering the summer special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give that a try. So thank you for those likes, those shares, and those subscribes. Thank you to those of you who have been attending the live Zoomcast on Wednesdays and or the live YouTube podcast on Thursdays, both at noon U.S. Central Time. Thank you for those donations as well. Take care and God bless.